Greetings to everyone, I'm Harvey Ng, a junior undergraduate student studying at Columbia University, majoring in computer science. I believe most of you are interested in the experiences studying abroad. However, I also believe that there are a lot of videos out there talking about the application process, the applying procedures, and what you need to prepare, etc. As much ink has been spilled on this topic, I decided to focus more on the challenges that I encountered and how I overcome them. So, of course, I could not possibly cover every single challenges that I faced. Therefore, I gathered some questions beforehand and I attempt to answer those questions in this short video. I hope you can get a glimpse of what it's like and what to expect studying abroad in the US. So, the first question, what is the first challenge that I need to overcome? Well, I don't remember my first challenge, but I do recall my first 2 days of arrival. It was a chaos. I regretted that I did not do enough preparation, but luckily I arrived a few weeks earlier so that I have time to adapt to the changes, and that is exactly what I recommend you to do as well. If you're studying abroad, please try to arrive earlier so that you can mentally prepare yourself and adapt to the changes, and also in case if anything happens. If you really need to pick one challenge to talk about, I would definitely choose the tax and coins. When you buy an item in the US, you need to pay tax, and when you pay by cash, you will accumulate some coins. Up till this day, I still couldn't figure out a way to calculate tax and use up those coins. It is just so complicated. In the US, the tax will not display it until you check out, so you couldn't find any price tag labeling how much tax you need to pay. And for the coins, there are 4 types of coins: 0.25, 0.1, 0.05, and 0.01. And sometimes perhaps you need to pay for like 3.76, and then you need to calculate which types of coins you need to use, etc. And that is just a chaos. That's why I stopped using coins. And how do I go for it? Of course, use credit card. In New York, most of the places accept credit card payment, and which is why I don't really bother to calculate the coins or calculate the tax whatsoever. So the second question, can you adapt to the US academic atmosphere? Do you feel any stress? Well, that is a very good question. I don't think the atmosphere at Columbia is the same as the general US academic atmosphere. Being in the Ivy League means that you are surrounded by a group of talented, dedicated, hardworking intellectuals, which creates a very competitive environment. That competitive environment, of course, will create some stress and pressure. Besides, people here do not have the concept of sleeping. You will always see students studying in the library 24/7. Even at midnight, the library is still so crowded. Columbia, in addition, is notorious for its intensive workload owing to our core curriculum. The core curriculum, or the liberal arts curriculum, requires us to take courses that is different from our major. They aim to make everyone all-rounded. For instance, I need to take courses related to art, music, and philosophy and social science, etc. And they expect us to dig very deep on those areas as well. After taking those courses, we're expected to be able to perform analysis on artists or musicians. Columbia, furthermore, relies heavily on textbooks and readings. That's why we have a lot of reading to do, and hence the stress. There are 2 ways for me to handle the stress. First of all, I will surely ask for help. I encourage all of you to do so as well. The school will always provide help if you need, and the professors are very welcome for you to ask any questions during the office hour. So try to approach and contact the professor if you need help. And we also have a lot of resources such as the career consultation, the mental health care. No matter what are your struggles, you can definitely cope with it. Besides, I make some friends in the US which support me along the way, and we also go out to play or to have some sort of entertainment in order to relieve some of our stress. But I will focus more on the entertainment part in the next video. Third question, can you handle the living cost? Well, the living cost in Manhattan is unbearable. In order to save some fortune, I would recommend you to ask some locals in order to know the cheapest place for groceries. Usually the stores around the campus is a little bit overpriced and have a higher price than average. Sometimes you need to go a little bit further away from campus in order to find goods in a reasonable price range. However, if you are not purchasing groceries, then I will recommend you to go online and use those online platforms. This can help you to find the best price, not to mention that delivery services are astonishing. The US have a very well-developed delivering system. They are fast, efficient, and they even deliver to your doorstep. That's why I would highly recommend you to use the online platform in order to cut down some costs. Last of all, I take advantage of my student status and I obtain a lot of student discount from many different places across the US, and these are the methods that I use to cut down the cost. Although there are still tons of challenges that I encountered throughout my way, but let us save some space for us to explore. What's life without a little bit of adventure, right? In general, if you encounter any challenges, any kind of challenges, I would highly recommend you to ask for help. Please do not hesitate to ask for help. This is actually one of the bad habits that Hong Kong students have. They are very hesitant when asking for help. So please try to ask for help. Don't hesitate and don't be shy. So in the next video, I will talk about how to make friends, how to entertain in the US. So stay tuned and see you next time.